day 3 main event, at least for me. So we got the round table session going on. So I'm about to go to the table and start talking about travel hacking. So you want to stay tuned because this is the session which you want to listen to, which I'll be talking about. You're going to be watching the recording where I'll be going over and dropping gems that's related to travel hacking. So stay tuned. Oh, travel hacking using credit card points.
I'm sure it might be worth it.
They say it pays for itself. Like that one, and I think there's a Capital One that's like $600 like a year or two. And because I just got the Capital One Venture card, and that one's $95. So that's a little more feasible for me. Like I think the same thing.
Shoot, girl, let me add that one to my list. Okay.
Well, it depends on everything's going to start based off your credit profile.
Okay.
I said credit profile, not credit score. So you can have what's called a thin. So my business, JMS Consulting Firm, I focus on helping business owners and entrepreneurs pretty much scale their business by using credit. So travel hacking is like a subset of like overall credit. So you can have what's called a thin profile, like having no credit cards, probably like 2 accounts on your credit profile, and have an 800 credit score. But if you don't have a certain number of accounts on your credit profile, and like some underwriting systems, maybe you pop a certain credit card, they're gonna just deny you. So you might have, so I ain't gonna go too far into that section, but what we call in the credit space is called mass apply. So whenever you apply for like 10 credit cards at once, in order to get approved for as many as you possibly can. And in order to do that, you need to have like 5 or 10 open accounts on your credit profile, and then like a certain average age section right there. So, let's say you start from scratch, you probably got a few credit cards like you said you do.
Right.
And you should focus on the Chase trifecta. The Chase got the 524 rule. So if you get approved if you have more than 5 credit cards on your personal credit reports, you got 5 within the last 24 months, Chase will not approve you for any more cards for whatsoever reason. You can have an 850 credit score, a perfect credit profile, make $500,000 a year, but they won't deny you or they won't approve you unless you got a relationship with the branch manager. So, yeah, but I'll go into that a little bit later too. Now, I said credit cards that show up on your personal credit profile. So if you got an LLC or sole proprietorship, you can get business credit cards. So business credit cards don't show up as long as you stay active and don't become delinquent. Now, Capital One and Discover business credit cards that report to your personal credit. So that's why they're shit, and I don't get them at all. I don't have any Discover or Capital One credit cards, even though they say Capital One business credit cards don't show up on your personal credit profile no more. I don't take that chance. So I avoid those like a plague. Now, if you become delinquent on those, then they will show up. Now, to answer your question specifically, because I want to touch that, I'll start off with either the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Get as many Chase cards as you can. Then probably look at the Business, Inc. Business, one of the unlimited cash, or even the Preferred. But also, a website that I would recommend everybody check out is uscreditcardguide.com. So that website, it shows which credit cards right now have the best sign-up bonuses. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred, like about 2 or 3 years ago, it was giving out an all-time high sign-up bonus of 100,000 bonus points.
That's what I signed up for.
Yeah, see, yeah.
That was my first card.
That's the best time to sign up for any of those credit cards. Because whenever COVID happened, since nobody was flying, every single credit card company was trying to entice people to sign up for a credit card and just start flying again. And the way they were doing it by giving out all-time highs with bonus points. The Amex charge cards, the gold and the platinums, they recently had sign-up bonuses for like 250,000 points. So Right now it's like 150 or 120 or 100K at the moment.
Ones that are like $700.
I got like 4 of them.
And so you would say they're worth it?
Yeah.
They pay them.
The name of the game is to get as many points as possible.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you get the annual fee waived.
How do you do that?
Okay, I'll wait somebody to say that. American Express like do retention offers. So I've done it a few times on my Gold and Plum card. So you just say that you don't see a benefit in having a card right now. You want to cancel it like I say 7 times out of 10 they'll give you a retention offer. Just make sure you keep the card open for like a year or so. I haven't done it on any of my platinums. I just done it on my business Gold cards.
And what did you say again?
It's a retention offer. So just say you're gonna close the card, you don't see any value in it, and then they'll sometimes give you an offer. Now, answer your question specifically again.
Go back.
Go back. Get as many Chase cards as you possibly can. They're gonna pull from experience, so make sure your experience credit profile is good. Then after that, I will probably try to get the Venture X, because the Venture X card is super difficult to get approved for. I have no idea what the underwriting guidelines are, but if you don't have as many credit cards right now, if you can get that one, I think they sign up bonus is 70-something thousand points. At the beginning, it was like 100,000 when they first released it. You get that, and then from there, just pick and choose. So I will also get the Amex Platinum, even though you don't want to pay $700, but it do pay for itself. You get free clear, free TSA, pre-check, or global entry, access to the lounges. Then the on the personal side, you get the Walmart Plus benefit, free Audible, Disney Plus, the Shop Runner, Shop at Saks half a year, and some more stuff I can't think of right now. It will pay for itself.
Their Uber credits.
Uber credits.
Oh, that would come in so key here, like
Hella key.
And right, if you like Southwest is do the companion pass. They have a promotion going on right now, and it might end either tonight or tomorrow, where if you sign up for the promo, I think you fly 2 round trips, you get the companion pass for the rest of the year. So the companion pass is you and somebody else fly for free, the other person fly for free for the entire calendar year, or you got to get 120,000 bonus points within the calendar year, and then you get the companion pass for free. So a lot of ways people get that is they get a personal Chase Southwest card, then a business one. Now, you want to get the 120,000 points for the Southwest, you want to make sure you get that 120K early January. If you get it late December, if you get it early January, it's either early January or late December. You gotta research that. And one of them, if you get the 120,000 points, you'll be able to get the Southwest Companion Pass for like 2 years instead of 1, because it falls on a certain time frame. So just be mindful of that. So if you like Southwest, so if you like Southwest, I would do that. If you get the Founders Card, you'll be able to, if you join the Elite program, you'll be able to get $50,000 worth of fee-free invoices. So like the gift card method, they charge you to do the gift card method for manufacturer spending. The retail method is free, but it takes up a lot of time. Normally the invoices is like 3%. So with Stripe, you'll send a $10,000 invoice. They'll take out $300, so you get like $9,600 in your checking account. So if you sign up with the Founders Card and you're able to get the Stripe benefits of $50,000 fee-free invoices, you can MS $50,000 back and forth. So it's not clicking, is it?
Yeah, because I don't have invoices, so I don't.
You just gotta create a LLC for everything that you're doing, and then you get QuickBooks or Stripe. I mean, you just send invoices to either yourself or a friend or your other business. 'Cause I do it back and forth between my LLCs. And it's free. So that's a free method. It's free, it costs you no time, and it's free. You got $50,000 worth to do it that way. So if you don't have no big projects of traveling coming up where you can't spend organically on the credit cards, then you can manufacture spend to get the bonus points. So, but that's been going on for a while. A lot of credit card companies don't like the gift card method, so chasing American Express, you don't want to do that at all with them. But with all the other methods I talked about, because they got certain codes. I forgot what it's called, but it's tier level codes. So they'll be able to flag like if a transaction is high risk or not. So gift cards is high risk for American Express to chase. That's why they'll flag it. They'll shut your cards down.
I post my videos.
So the invoicing, not so much.
Vast majority of people watch my videos.
So that's how you got to get the cards. Then you got to get the sign-up bonuses. Now, how do you leverage the points? So that's kind of like the status matching side of it, and like figuring out which transfer partners to transfer it to. American Express got like a lot of transfer partners. The same thing as Ultimate Rewards, the Ultimate Reward points. It's very, very valuable to get those points. Right now, I saw somewhere that Capital One and City, mainly Capital One, the miles, it's a lot more flexible nowadays than it was in previous past because they done changed a lot of things. So that's kind of valuable right now. But status matching is ideal for getting good statuses and upgrades. So I got this band for Marriott Bonvoy because I'm Platinum Elite with them. And I really didn't spend, because you got to spend 60 nights in a year. I didn't do that at all. I did a status match challenge, and I got 2 Marriott credit cards. So that's how I got Platinum Elite status with them. And so getting elite status is good for upgrades. Then you get discount codes to get to stay at hotels and flights much cheaper. So the discount codes like the Marriott MMP codes, then you got military codes. Then for like with airlines, you can get status with them, but you can't really get those with credit cards. That's pretty difficult. You actually gotta either go to eBay, the dark web on eBay, to buy it from somebody, or you befriend somebody at the airline, an airline worker, or somebody here, like at the hotels, to befriend them and like ask them like, hey, do you have any corporate codes or airline vouchers that you don't use or something like that? Then from there, if you did that, you'll either be able to get like certain flights really, really cheap. Then if you have high status, you'll be able to get stupid cool upgrades and cool perks. So that's like the cream of the crop of status matching and travel hacking right there. A lot of times people do it for American Airlines and Delta. Those like the big ones. I don't know about Southwest. I think Southwest got a few. A lot of people like to do Marriott because the Marriott is the MMP codes. Oh, I didn't even touch on the car rentals. That's like super easy to get status with car rentals. Like if you get the American Express Platinum card, you automatically get the Marriott Gold status, Hilton Gold status. Then once you get those statuses, you can status match that to national car rental. Then once you get national car rental, once you get status with them, you can match that to either Hertz, then Sixth, then Emerald. And you'll be able to maintain status with them for a year. Now, you have to also keep track of whenever the status might expire, because you can also status match back to all those other companies. So you can keep the carousel going like forever.
How do you actually like, what are the actual steps to like status match? So like say
So you can go to statusmatcher.com down there, and then it'll pretty much tell you, it's like a category of, it's a database of every single status match attempt that happened in the world. So they keep track of it there. They list out what successful statuses happened. Oh man, talking too much. So you got status matches, status challenges, then like if any of them were denied, etc. So there they also tell you. So for example, if you're on the website right now, you can choose between auto companies, airlines, and hotels. If you go to hotels or anyone, you got where you can status match to, and which other company you can match back to the same company. So if you click on it, it'll tell you like, hey, you can go to this link and click on it, and then submit a form for us to do the status match. Like the easiest one to get is Best Western, but nobody really say it. Well, some people might. So the Best Western got the Diamond Select status. You can get status with them. So if you don't like credit cards at all, you can easily get the Best Western Diamond Select status, and you can match that status with all the other like Marriott, and you can do all the other car rental companies from there. A lot of times, also you can just Google. You can like Google Marriott status match form, or like Hilton status match form, or like Marriott status match challenge. You can just Google either the airline that you're looking for or the hotel that you're looking for. Just type in status match or status match challenge. And if they have it, it'll pop up. If they don't, it probably won't. Or you just have to call the front desk and ask.
But you gave a lot of knowledge, so I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good meeting y'all, and then we'll see you.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Carrington.
to meet you, Carrington. I came in so late, and I was like, oh, I missed this.
No, you didn't miss it.
These guys talking, I was like, oh, he must be the expert. So, question for you. I just started pretending like I'm going to start travel hacking, because I have a family of 5, so 3 kids and my husband. His family lives in Turkey.
Okay.
So I started with the Chase Sapphire card. I usually don't like to deal with credit cards at all, but I said, let me just start, pay it off, get the opening bonus. What card would you suggest I do next, or as another strategy? Because I know the biggest bump comes with opening up a new credit card, right?
I overheard you talking about like player 1 and player 2.
Yeah.
So if you say your husband lives in Turkey right now?
No. His family is in Turkey.
His family is in
so
Turkey.
We want to go back more often, but those are like $6,000, to get the whole family over there every time.
So what y'all can do is what I was just talking about, player 1, player 2.
Player 1, player 2.
So it's like if you can persuade your partner to open up credit cards and play the game with you,
Yes.
then you'll be able to double up on points.
This is okay. So should he open up another credit card?
Yeah, the same one pretty
Same
much.
one you already have.
The same one you already
You
have.
get a referral bonus if you refer him.
Exactly.
Okay, so refer him, have him open up the same card. And I heard something about Chase limiting it to 5 times.
I done told them. I think they experts now, so they can tell you. So yeah, it's the 524 rule. So if you get more than 5 credit cards reporting to your personal credit profile within the last 24 months, Chase will automatically allow you for any of their credit card products.
They'll say that's it.
They'll say that's it until you fall under the 524 rule. Now, if you call the branch, they're not going to say that. Like a lot of workers over the phone, they don't know that rule anyways. Now, you have a strong relationship with a branch manager inside of Chase themselves. A lot of times they can waive that rule and they'll approve you.
I'm afraid to have 5 credit cards open and thinking like, oh, I don't like this. Like, it won't affect your credit score at all. Because the first card I have, it's not a travel card, but it's my mom's card. I'm like,
yeah, keep that open. So this business does credit repair and business credit and business funding. So I can apply for a credit card. If I get approved or get denied the inquiry, I just remove it. So I can remove the inquiry. And also, it can dip if you have like 5 credit cards reporting to your credit profile at once. But the only reason why it's hurting it because it's going to lower the average age. So you just have to boost the average age by either getting added as an authorized user on somebody that you know's credit card. That just boosts the age.
so when you say average age, what does that mean?
It's a section on your credit profile. So your credit score is made up of 5 key components. You got the payment history. That makes up the 35%. Even though they're coming out with a new FICO model, which kind of changing that. That's something else. The credit utilization, like 30, depending on the model. Then you have the number of total accounts on your credit profile.
So that does account.
That does, but that's the total number. It'd be open or closed, so it don't matter. The average age which is the average age of the open accounts.
Okay, so
Of
one
all
account
open
I
accounts.
opened it like 20 years ago versus one account that's opened up just in the last month. It's going to be the average of those two.
Yes.
Okay.
So 20 years, which then what's 1 month? One is like 1 divided by 12, whatever that is, divided by 2, that's gonna be the average open age. Then you got the number of inquiries.
Okay.
So the last 3, they don't make up that much, but if you got perfect in every other category, then you can pretty much manipulate the last 3 a lot.
Okay.
So with the average age, you can boost that by getting added as an authorized user.
So how do you have an authorized user? By saying, if my husband has a credit card that's 20 years, I can say as me as authorized user?
If it's American Express won't report the full age. They just report at the time of opening that card, so it'd be like 1 month. But Discover is really good, and Chase at reporting the age as well.
So what's the benefit of having an average age?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's the benefit of upping the average age?
It'll boost your credit score.
Okay, so I have perfect credit already. So that won't be the, but if I open up more than 5 credit cards and it goes down, I just say add me as an authorized user, and then
It'll boost your score back to where it was.
Okay.
And then, because whenever you are applying for credit cards, you're gonna be going against a machine. So it's an algorithm. So if your credit, if anything is lacking out of those 5 key categories, the algorithm is gonna automatically deny you. Now, if you have all those 5 components already in the green, then the computer won't deny you. And if it does, you'll call the reconsideration line. I didn't even go over that. Yeah, the reconsideration line. So if you get denied for a credit card, you can call the reconsideration line and tell them to reconsider the application. When you'll talk to a person, the underwriting team, and a lot of times they'll approve you, they'll overturn the decision.
I tried that because before I got the Capital One, I was trying to get the city cards. But I applied online and they denied me. And I don't have any bad remarks or anything on my credit. And then like the reasons they listed, I was like, I don't even know what this means. And I saw that you could call. I called and they were like, they were really vague. They didn't explain the reasons really well to me. And then I was like, well, I don't understand why I wasn't approved. And I first asked them could they reconsider or push my application through. So I tried 3 times and they were all equally as vague. And then I went to apply for this one and I automatically got approved. So I was like, when you said that they have different underwriting norms, and then they didn't, and I was asking them like, it said something about installment loans. And I was like, so do I need to have like a car note or like a mortgage or something?
It depends. So certain banks, remember I was saying a thin versus a thick profile. So a thick profile, you got a mix of credit cards, personal loans, auto loans, and a mortgage. Now it's like a game you're playing. You gotta play with your debt to income ratio, and also all the things that you have on your credit reports. So me, I don't have a mortgage. I had some personal loans, auto loans, but I ain't going to it's hacking. So whenever you apply for a credit card, they don't go, like I say 70% of the time, they do not check your income. Sometimes they do. So if you're applying for a credit card, you know your debt to income ratio might be low, you can just up the amount of money that you make. But that's assumed income. Sometimes they'll ask for bank statements and tax returns. Like majority of the time they don't. So you can put like you make $100,000, $250,000 a year, and then you want to make sure the rent is kind of, if you say you're renting or if you got a certain mortgage, make it reasonable within the amount of money that you're making, and they'll take care of the income side. So if it says you don't have any installment loans, that's not really a real reason to deny you, but that just means you got a thin profile. And if so, you can get some.
Because like when I don't plan.
Like you're able to just buy it out, right? So what are you like? My Instagram or
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
What's your name?
It's my name. It's Keratin S.
Okay, Keratin S.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.